The care with which we manage our natural resources ultimately sustains our social and economic well-being. And with such an amazing natural environment at our doorstep, we need to make every effort to maintain and enhance it for our children to enjoy. The North Central CMA region is incredibly ecologically diverse, consisting of 8 different bioregions. It incorporates a range of different land types, from the lush, forested mountains of the Great Dividing Range to the vast northern plains stretching to the mighty Murray River. The Regional Catchment Strategy will set priorities for the future management of the natural environment across the North Central CMA region. It will provide a clear roadmap for future investment in the region's natural resources for the next 6 years to achieve cost-effective outcomes for both government and community. It will prioritise natural assets according to their environmental, cultural and economic values. The vision of the Regional Catchment Strategy is a community that is active in protecting and enhancing the integrity of its catchment. Dedicated community members are fundamental to natural resource management in the North Central CMA region. These include landholders, land care and water watch volunteers and Aboriginal people who are caring for country. The North Central CMA region has an incredibly enthusiastic and active community with over 160 land care groups carrying out much needed works to restore their local natural environment. The RCS will provide direction for investors to ensure local community groups can continue this important work. In 2009, the North Central CMA held a series of community meetings across the region to capture which natural assets are most valued by the community. These meetings, in addition to consultation with other stakeholders, identified over 400 natural assets across the region. Although the strategy recognises all the identified natural assets, it sets priorities for investment for the region's most valuable assets, ranging from waterways, wetlands, native vegetation, soils, and threatened plants and animals. Within our region are some internationally recognised environmental sites, including the Ramsar-listed Gunbower Forest. The forest provides habitat for a diverse range of plants and animals and hosts major bird breeding events involving over 20,000 birds. The regulation of the Murray River has disrupted the natural flooding cycle, and this has severely impacted on the health of Gunbower Forest. A clear indicator of forest health is the density of river redgum canopy, as shown by photo point monitoring. The North Central CMA is managing the flooding enhancement of Gunbower Forest project and improving infrastructure to enable the more efficient delivery of environmental water into the forest. Soils provide the basis on which the environment and all social and economic activities rely. Agriculture continues to be fundamental to the region's economy, accounting for 80% of its economic return. Salinity, soil structure decline and our highly variable climate are pressures that must be addressed to ensure the longevity of productive soils. Being the caretakers of our land, farmers must ensure their practices are sustainable, as these will have the greatest effect on our natural assets, particularly our waterways. Community feedback on the draft North Central Regional Catchment Strategy is most welcome. We would like to hear from you whether the 400 natural assets identified are appropriate. Are there others that should be considered? Are the priority assets identified and their objectives appropriate? And what pressures do you think will affect how we manage our natural assets in the future? Visit the North Central CMA's Have Your Say webpage, where you can find more information and also contribute to an online forum about the draft strategy. Feedback forms are also available by phoning the CMA's Huntley office on 5448 7124.